Human App 32 Refined Nonchalance, the gentle art of graceful achievements. It doesn't matter what you bear, it matters how you bear it. This adage came from Seneca, the Roman philosopher. It is also from Rome and Italy that this art was devised and became sophisticated. A sudden coup. A hostile interrogation. A life-or-death moment. A career-defining gamble. A precarious investment. For the ones we cherish and even for those who despise us, we must muster the strength to navigate such trials with poise. For our vision, and the causes we hold dear, we are called to endure with dignity. When Ernest Hemingway was asked to define courage, he didn't speak of charging into battle, vanquishing monsters, or challenging mighty powers. He answered with elegant simplicity, grace under pressure. Success, when displayed with sprezzatura, appears effortlessly achieved. The Italian art of sprezzatura embodies a paradox. It is the studied display of nonchalance, making the complex look simply and the unattainable seem within reach. In practice, sprezzatura transforms hard work into an illusion of ease, an essential skill for anyone hoping to inspire awe rather than envy or skepticism. It's about allowing your achievements to shimmer in the public eye while concealing the sweat and grind behind them. Gatsby, in Scott Fitzgerald's classic, throws lavish parties that epitomize effortless wealth. At his sprawling mansion, guests are treated to champagne fountains, orchestras, and glittering crowds, all arranged without visible effort. Gatsby himself appears polished and unruffled, drifting through the scene in tailored suits and a mysterious gaze that suggests he's barely aware of the splendor around him. Although Gatsby orchestrated these grand affairs, he rarely participated, observing his guests from afar. Dressed immaculately in his custom-made suits, he exuded mystery that enthralled those lucky enough to catch a glimpse of him. His aloofness made him seem more like royalty presiding over his court than just another host. His name was whispered more often than spoken aloud, as if he were a mythic figure. Italian industrialist Gianni Agnelli, often called the king of Italian style, mastered sprezzatura in his personal presentation, making high fashion seem effortlessly casual. Agnelli created a signature look that was both sophisticated and rebellious. He knew that perfection could look contrived, so he let his elegance appear almost accidental, a result of instinct rather than effort. When Agnelli entered a room, he commanded attention, not because he wore ostentatious clothes, but because his style suggested a confidence that could only come from innate taste. He came across as a man who didn't need to prove himself. In the world of early James Bond films, La Sprezzatura comes alive in every calculated glance, every polished tuxedo, and each impeccably timed quip. Roger Moore and Pierce Brosnan embodied Bond as a man of effortless poise, where his successes seemed more like inevitabilities than hard-fought battles. There was no sweat, no struggle, just the illusion that Bond breezed through life with a wink and a smirk. This was Bond in his purest sprezzatura form, a character who never let the world see him labor or worry. Picture Roger Moore in the classic black tuxedo, strolling into a glittering casino. The sounds of clinking glasses and murmured bets fill the room, but his eyes stay steady, subtly surveying the scene. With a half-smile and an arched brow, he disarms everyone he meets, from elegant spies to lethal henchmen. Moore's Bond rarely had to break a sweat to outwit his enemies. His suave charm was his weapon, and he wielded it effortlessly, as if stopping a nuclear device or leaping from a helicopter were all in a day's work. As a leader, you might imagine that projecting relentless diligence and proving you work harder, that you are always busy than everyone else will cement your authority. But in truth, this constant show of effort often reveals an unfortunate reality. It suggests fragility, not strength. Why are you working so hard? Perhaps, to an observer, it signals that you're struggling to keep up, compensating for a lack of competence. Or maybe you are anxious, or perhaps it shows that you lack the skill of delegation, unable to step back from every detail, every small matter. Consider the truly powerful. They appear almost untouched by urgency. They glide into meetings with an air of deliberate calmness, lean back with a slight, enigmatic smile as others fumble with presentations. The leader who stands apart from the dirty work sends a message, I'm above this. A powerful person announces only victories, shares only good news, and delegates the tasks that could tarnish their image. In their world, even the truth is a tool. They don't lie because, to them, the outcomes are inevitable, and they are above the consequences. Your actions should always seem effortless, as if born from pure instinct, like a tiger jumping on a prey, like an eagle catching a running hare. The long hours, hidden techniques, and clever machinations must all vanish behind a mask of ease. When you move, move with a grace that suggests you could achieve even more, barely breaking a sweat. Recognizing a trivial issue lends it weight and legitimacy. Similarly, minor errors often grow larger and more conspicuous through attempts at correction. At times, the wisest course is to let matters lie. When denied something you desire, disdain can be your most powerful response. Resist the urge to reveal how hard you work or how many problems you encountered, because such confessions only invite doubt. Teach no one the tricks that make your actions appear so smooth, for once shared, these secrets can be used against you. Did you like this analysis? It is an excerpt of Human Dynamics' Mind Map of 52 Human Apps, a new book from influence architects describing 52 key human behaviors. The goal is to offer you the type of support and consulting services only major decision-makers are generally getting. Influence architects show you human dynamics, unveil propaganda, debunking fake news, shatter illusions, present myths and lies that we unfake for you. We show human behavior patterns, we expose how the overlords rule, we work as your influence radar. Our channel will provide regular updates prepared by our team, focusing on day-to-day challenges as well as on issues that affect most of us, from financial to career moves, social political pressure, current trends and news propaganda, health, lifestyle and personal relationships negotiations. Our subscribers can go further with dedicated support. We do also personal support and coaching.